in stunning HD. This is
English Premier League news.
your home of sport.
Hey guys, it's Zebra News here and welcome to my review of Borussia Dortmund versus Arsenal. First, I'd like to just say please follow us on Twitter at EPL News with a 5 instead of an S on Twitter, and also we're going to make an Instagram account, so follow me on that, same name. We're going to get started off here with the result here. So the result of the game was 2-0 to Borussia Dortmund. There was absolutely sensation in the game, battered Arsenal. They had 25 shots to Arsenal's 3. Arsenal had 1 on target. I think Borussia Dortmund had about 9. They were very unclinical in the game. Not very clinical in the game. They could have scored a lot more goals than they did. But anyway, let's get straight in there with the first half. So Borussia Dortmund will start off with, for me, Mkhitaryan absolutely dominated the game in the first half. He was easily Borussia Dortmund's best player in the first half, in my opinion, alongside Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. But I thought in the first half he was sensational. He had a lot of chances, made and dictated the play. He took the ball forward to Arsenal, took players on. He was absolutely brilliant, Mkhitaryan. Should have really scored at least a hat-trick during that game, to be honest, but he didn't. But he played brilliantly. He took players on all of the goals. He was involved in the play. He was the one that was bringing the ball forward, and every team needs a player that's going to take people on and score goals and make chances. And Mkhitaryan for Borussia Dortmund does exactly that, as does Kagawa and as does Marcos Royce. They've got a lot of flair players. Mkhitaryan is one of them. Also, I thought Durm, he played right back in the first half, back in the second half, was very, very good during the first half. He was great going forward. I believe that he assisted Aubameyang's goal. Aubameyang's goal. He definitely it was he assisted the first goal, Immobile's goal, I believe. Also, Aubameyang, of course, had a very, very good first half. He was sensational with his pace. Every time he got a one-on with Koscielny, with Mertesacker, with Gibbs, anybody, he was taking them on. He was absolutely brilliant. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang showed his true pace. And pace is just so difficult for defenders to take. He was very unlucky with his first chance of the match, where he forced a sensational save from Szczesny. At moments, he just ran through far too easily. And then we're going to go mainly to one of the moments of the matches where it's kind of good and also bad from Borussia Dortmund, but then bad from Arsenal, really. Immobile was classy in the first half down the channels. He dominated the channels, really. No one could get the ball off him most of the time. He's getting through the defence at will, and at one moment in the 45th minute, he literally ran from about 40 yards out from the goal through a couple of Arsenal players, and then Koscielny just didn't read him at all. Immobile just walked past the whole team. Literally, the Arsenal players were jogging back. Jack Wilshere was jogging back. Mertesacker wasn't getting a tackle in. It was just disgraceful defending from Arsenal. Just not on. And Immobile easily walked through and provided an extremely good finish. Great goal, you could say. And then now we're going to go on to Arsenal during the game. So first off, they had very, very poor possession. Not like themselves. Poor build-up play. Could never get the ball out their half. Dortmund's 4-4-2 was just too much for them. They couldn't get their build-up play as normal. Sanchez was just too uncomfortable on the ball. On the left, he didn't feel at home for me. He was never able to control the ball, never able to get into the game, wasn't able to take players on. Similarly for Welbeck, whenever he got the ball, it was a poor touch. He couldn't keep the ball. And he just didn't. He had one chance in the first half. He wasn't able to capitalise on that. Ozil, again, for me, not in the game. Absolutely atrocious on the wing. Arsenal, you need to play him at central attacking midfield. He's a sensational footballer and he's misused. I'm sure Arsenal fans understand. All the criticism he gets, he's not playing in his best position. It's like when Kagawa played for Manchester United, he never played behind the striker, whereas Ozil is being put out left wing like Kagawa was, and he's just absolutely useless there. Again, Arsenal just so sloppy in possession in the first half. For me, in my opinion, Arsenal didn't play the game right. They should have played counter-attacking football, lobbing the ball up to Welbeck and using Welbeck to his best abilities. The tactics for me were just all wrong, and it was never working for Arsenal. I don't know why Arsene Wenger didn't change his tactics, which is a thing that Arsene Wenger does get criticised for, never ever changing his tactics. Anyway, in the second half, Arsenal continued to make more and more errors. started to make more poor ball passes. Matt Koscielny and Mertesacker were never on the same wavelength. And for the start of the first half, Aubameyang just literally walked through the defence from a sensational ball from Grosskreutz. Sorry if I'm pronouncing these players' names wrong as well. But anyway, yeah, Aubameyang, beautiful touch to take it down, but then he stumbled a bit. Szczesny was wrong-footed. He just poor goalkeeping as well, and then poor defending. The centre-half can never go between you two. The two centre-backs cannot let the striker run between them. It's just comical defending from Arsenal. You have to make sure as a centre-back partnership that you're making sure that when the striker makes a run that he doesn't run between the two of you and you both go, who's picking him up? I don't know who's picking him up. Are you picking him up? By then, Aubameyang's gone through and scored. Just absolutely atrocious defending from Arsenal at the start. Furthermore, in the second half, Borussia Dortmund worked very, very hard, closed Arsenal down, didn't really need to put in too much after they went up 3-0. They really didn't need to put much of an effort in. They easily, sorry, not 3-0, 2-0. They didn't need to put in much of an effort. Mkhitaryan missed a couple of chances. Again, Mkhitaryan dominant in the first half, was never able to find himself a goal. So for that reason, and that reason only, I'm going to have to give Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang man of the match. Absolutely sensational. Tore Arsenal apart with his pace. This has been EPL News here. Please comment below if you want me to do Champions League reviews. I've tried to be as most unbiased as possible, trying to get both sides of the argument out there. Arsenal were poor at the end of the day. Borussia Dortmund were very, very good. They really, for me, one of the standout Champions League teams. They're like Atletico Madrid. They don't have stellar names, but they work together well as a team. And they have a very good chance of winning the Champions League this year. The surprise package for me, they're going to be my team. I think I'm going to say that that's the team that I think is going to win the Champions League this year. That might be a bit stupid to say that, but anyway, this has been EPL News here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and peace. Also follow us on Twitter, of course, and Instagram. Thank you.